you have to build systems that don't rely on motivation. Sometimes you will feel motivated, and sometimes you won't. If that's what you rely on to move forward and to stay on track, that won't work. And you've probably experienced that a few times in your life. Motivation is very fleeting. So what you can do is you build systems, you remove the friction. If you want to go running, then prepare in the evening before. Put your shoes already there, pack all your stuff, know what clothes you're going to have, put everything there. And what I recommend to everybody is to plan your day ahead. Plan today, this evening, when I finish work, I'm planning what I will do tomorrow so that I have a clear idea and I don't have to start my day by thinking, what is it that I want to do? If then I have to make these decisions, it will cost me a lot of energy and be very hard for me to make the choices that I know will be good for me. But if I can do it with a clear mind, thinking about what is really important, what do I want to do tomorrow, the day before, and I set for myself this playlist. I call it playlist because I'm choosing these challenges as a game to improve in these areas of my life. So I set my playlist the day before, and then the next day, all I need to do is follow through. And I know we think the task is hard, but really it's not the thing itself. The doing, you can enjoy almost any task if you just start. The hard part is making the decision. So you remove a lot of friction if you can just sit down the evening before and tell yourself, this is what I'm going to do. And the next day, all you do is you start from the top and go to the bottom and you just do these things. Because you've already decided. And leave the decision to the wiser you, the one that knows what will be good for you, and not your impulsive thoughts in the moment. Especially if you have ADHD like me, it's very important to have these systems in place. So remove friction, plan ahead, and make sure that you have this thing, and you can just focus on doing. It's such a fun thing. You can just play. You just write this text for your website. Okay, let's go. And you just start the task instead of always thinking about what do I have to do today. So if you apply this, it will become a lot easier to stay consistent. And one little add-on, because that's really important for putting systems in place, is have a weekly check-in. Have this weekly and daily rhythms. I already told you about how I schedule my day ahead the evening before. The first thing I do in the morning is I check in with that playlist for the day. I set my intentions for the day before I get started. And then once a week, put some time aside to reflect. What worked well? What didn't? What tasks have I been putting off and why? Reflect. Why am I procrastinating on this? What's the fear behind it? How can I break this down to smaller and more manageable tasks? Really take the time once a week to reflect how things are going. And by the end of the month, take some time to look back on the whole month. And this way you can always keep improving the systems in your life. If you work on this basis level of how you're operating, your operational systems, you will start improving every month a little bit more, every week a little bit more. And then all that's left is to just do the things and focus on enjoying the journey.